up? What's good? My name is Carlo Davis, and here we reacted to another video. Like I said, it's called Kevin Samuels.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm sorry
so
for like 2 weeks.
I have my Snapchat, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Cash App. You feel me? Like, I wanted to go. I want everything. You know what I'm saying? I dreamed of being a YouTuber. I watch every video, every people with. I watch every YouTuber like Corey, Dashi, Poise, everybody else. So I'm doing this for him, for Corey, because he retired for YouTube. So yeah, man, to get into this video. You know what? Get this.
You don't even say thank you for helping me over these 7 years become a better version of myself. No, this woman is still sitting down talking like he did her a favor. She did him a favor. So yes, I get very tired of hearing women talk about a man with no proof. And this is what we've come to where the world is such that we can see what happened on BET, and men are not supposed to say a damn thing about that. And if we do, we'll get labeled. So that's supposed to be okay. But then this is supposed to be what? What's this supposed to be? So you'll praise alternative lifestyles over there, but then you'll turn around and call somebody who's straight gay. This is the same thing I was talking about on Vlad TV. The LGBTQ community is on the clock. This is out of control to where women today have an automatic get out of jail free card. All you have to do is claim that the man was toxic, abusive, or gay. No questions asked. Bullshit.
Come on.
It's just my suspicion.
Yeah, somebody who helped you out, paid your bills for years, and this is how you repay him. To get out. No, ma'am. I listen very well. I don't need the cosign. I don't need any. I don't need. No. I don't need any of that. All I need to know is what happened when you asked him.
I never asked.
Okay, so but the point of the matter, and so listen. You can't make this shit up, people. Never asked him. This is a woman who says, I took the man's money, and
You took my buddy. It's a whole fucking plot, a whole category. I'm on your ass. So the reason why females do what they did, like, that don't want to go out with the man, like, fellas. If a female go out with you, not for you, but your money, she wants you to spend all your money on her, don't do it. You're not even worth it. Just leave her ass. If she ain't not bringing nothing to the table, don't fuck with her. Just fuck with a girl, fuck with a female, fuck with a woman who actually go do something, like who gonna actually bring to the table. Not a female who sit on their ass and you not buy them motherfuckers something. Like, you would not buy them females something. Like, nah, that's not the world works. Don't do none of that stuff. And I believe what Kevin Samuels said. Don't do nothing but female. Cause one way When OnlyFans get shut the fuck down, them motherfuckers look stupid as fuck. Like a dummy. So, yeah, man, just remember what I said. Don't spend money on females. If a female not gonna bring nothing to a motherfucking table at all. So,
wait a minute.
thank you.
Gone from a man taking, an older man taking some pills because his blood, his white blood cell count, according to you, is low. So that all of a sudden has to mean he's gay. And then because he showed you some plans or blueprints or some shit, because he's a plumber and he's working on it, and he says a bar that I go to or attend or whatever, you decide to say that because he's really secretly going there. And then 2 + 2 makes 4 because he had low blood cell, a white blood cell count. And then you link another thing when you're driving down the street and some guy he does not know has his butt crack showing to everyone in the world, and because you didn't look at it and he looked over it, did you know he was looking? Did he was paying attention? You don't even know. Out of context, no. I get to the next one. You said it was drag. You said you had his phone, and all of a sudden now, see, look at her. You can hear what I'm doing. I'm running it down, and not one.
That motherfucker looks stupid as I don't know what to say, but she looks stupid. She looks stupid as fuck. But bad, she dumb. Look at her face, bro. She is dumb. She dumb like a box of rocks. Every females who Kevin have on his live stream on Instagram, them niggas don't even listen.
Okay.
Them motherfuckers don't listen for shit in the world. He ain't no telling but facts. Actually, true things. What man wants.
How did you say it? Brown kid. What the nigga?
Like, bro.
Did she sit back and say, damn, this is sounding crazy? It was, no. See, then the other photo. See, this is what has gone to. Modern women have become so envious, so jealous of men, to where they just feel like if they keep lying, keep saying stuff, that eventually you'll believe like they believe in it again, and it'll take all accountability off of her. Accountability is like kryptonite. Look at the look on her face. It's like, yeah, but you're not getting all the facts. See, what's going to start happening is she's going to realize that I'm not going for it. Then she's going to start trying to lead me, overtalk me, because it's starting to come through to her that this is insane. A man wanted to marry you. He made more than you. He was taking care of you. She didn't say he did anything wrong to her. He wasn't cheating. He wasn't going upside her head, nothing. What? And then what did she? But then she couldn't keep it. What did I say earlier this week? Modern women can get but can't keep. And this is what I mean by home wreckers. You wreck your own homes, then you blame the men. That ain't working. The internet is here. People are talking. Your secret's out. Your secret is out, ma'am. This is what I mean. This is why, anybody with any common goddamn sense would realize you are reaching like a motherfucker. And you're making one thing, make another thing, make another thing, make another thing. So when we get to the end of it, you're still a woman who can't take accountability for your shit. You had to end a 7-year relationship because you said he thought he was gay, but you was fucking him. And you never asked, no.
And you're said it.
No.
This is all happening and you're said it.
No, you never asked this man, hey, these things are kind of troubling me. I've known you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You've paid my bills. You've done this. You've done that. I need to ask you a question. You never even asked him that. You're just going to say this shit. And then you're going to come onto an Instagram with almost 900,000 people subscribe to this platform. 16,000 people watching the show. And just put that shit up there and assume that no one's going to know it. No one's going to know.
But you're defending him.
I'm defending the man. You goddamn right, because I'm tired of hearing women like you say some shit with no fucking proof. But you're defending.
Thank you, bro. Preach to the motherfucking fire. You think he's offending y'all females? Fuck no. Hell no. He is offending man. Males. Boys. Grown ass man. Get the fuck out of here, man. She mad. She a type of person. She one of them. She mad. She mad. Like, damn.
Him. Okay, so I'm going to ask to the women who heard this woman say this man who was with her for 7 years took care of her, paid her bills. There's an entire hour-long show that's uploaded. You're going to see it, but this is the last part. He paid her bills, elevated her. This is a high school graduate. Okay? A woman who, this is another woman who says she's a 10, by the way. And she's average. I mean, come on.
The motherfucker look like a fucking dime with 5 for it. I get her ass 2.
She said that man had millions or seen the business making millions. I want you ladies to understand the message that a woman who is average can get a man who's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And this is all you can get? She said an older man was taking pills, medicine, because of his white blood cells. She was having unprotected sex with this man. See, that's number one. Then number two, because the man was a commercial plumbing contractor and worked on commercial sites and goes where the money is, he showed her blueprints and plans of a site that he was working on, and it happened to be a gay bar. And in her mind, because he said he frequents it. You can't make this stuff up. Then because you're driving down the street and he's paying attention to everything else that's going on, and she sees somebody at the corner of her eye, she said, okay, if he looks at this guy's butt, that means he's gay. I want you guys to understand how absolutely ludicrous that is. If he looks over there, that means he's gay. I'm not going to look at it. And this is how little respect modern women have for who men are. And particularly in our community, to where the first thing a black woman wants to hurl at a black man that's out of her league is he's gay. Yeah, I'm going there. That's when this all started. We started talking about high-value men, productive, competitive, successful men. That meant men that were up here. See, when you had women here and men, and they felt like men were here, they would call them dusties and crusties, such and so forth, because they didn't look at men like this as a threat. But when you start talking about men that were up here, then all of a sudden, their educations didn't matter.
I'm a PhD.
Their jobs didn't matter because this man is up here. All that didn't matter. So the first thing that comes out of their mouth is gay, 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 gay. So she's like, you're defending him. You damn right. It is time for more people to defend men.
You fucking square.
Against these salacious, baseless. This woman has zero proof. I asked this woman at the beginning, have you seen this man around town with anybody? I've seen, and what'd she say? I've seen him in a car with men. That's why ma'am, if you want to know why I'm talking about this, because the first thing out of your mouth showed that you're just as bad as you were that day. Instead of saying, she tried to make it seem like she's matured and grown. The guy that you tried to claim was gay that you had no proof of, have you seen him around with any men? Well, I've seen him in the car with a guy. What? I mean, think about this. And she thought that I was crazy for defending him. I'm supposed to just sit here and let a woman run a man down. Because this is what it becomes. Modern women like her are so envious, so jealous, so outclassed by the men they want. Instead of leveling up and getting their shit together, they would rather tear the man down to try to make themselves feel better. No, you need to get better. Don't try to tear the man down to get down to your level. Hearing women like you say some shit with no fucking proof. No one's gonna no.
But you're defending him.
I'm defending the man. You goddamn right, because I'm tired of hearing women like you say some shit with no fucking proof. Look at how confused she looks. I'm tired of hearing women like you say some shit. Look at how confused she looks. No one's gonna know it. No one's gonna no.
But you're defending him.
I'm defending the man. You goddamn right, because I'm tired of hearing women like you say some shit with no fucking proof. Oh.
But you're defending him.
You're defending him. You made a man wrong that hadn't done anything. You had no proof. You judged this man for being wrong. For 7 years of dealing with you, trying to be with you, she judged him wrong. Never asked a question. It was enough. This is far too many modern women. Anything to wreck the home, to keep on moving. And then, I did it for my health. I did it for my mindset. It was all about me. I asked, did you ask her a question? Oh no, I didn't ask a question, because she asked him the question and the answer came back. No. She'd still say, yeah, of course you're gonna lie. You really gay? 3 years later, you got any proof of that? But I do see him with men. This just goes to prove this. Think of how many times folks try to sit around and remember the whole supposed.
If a man is in the car with another man, that means that homeboy, that friend, that homies, you feel me? Like we don't say no. If female be in the car with her friends, like it's a problem for us to be in the car with our friends, though. Like that's our boys, you know. That's our homies, but we kick it, you know. Like.
Somebody's in my bed, and because the wall is white. You got people on YouTube right now who will tell you, argue you down to tell you they are 100% convinced that I'm gay. And I don't know these people from Adam. My lady friends think they're nuts. You got women who will sit there and have done Zapruder level film breakdowns, frame by frame. These people are miserable because they see men who have leveled up, gone on about their business, and gentlemen, that's why they're terrified of platforms like this, because guys are starting to say, no, I'm raising my standards, I'm having some standards, I'm putting some requirements on, I'm not just accepting the bottom line. You're a coward because you won't deal with a baby mama. Your mama black on, they don't like this. Because now it's going to make sure that they got to do something. That's where this comes from. Because when a man is above, which women don't like that? Masculine women. Feminine women love it. Women who want a man to be in a leadership leadership position to cooperate with a man. Women love it when a man steps into his man shit. They love it because then they go nest in what you have to do. So whether you blue collar, white collar, whatever you are, those are the women that love it. Women like this will make up whatever to justify why they are golden girls, why they are in the new spinster economy, why they are anaphylactic shock regarding relationships. And she couldn't get her mind around it. You're defending him? You're mother sucking right. But you cannot make this shit up. Listen to how it ends. I'm defending the man. You goddamn right, because I'm tired of hearing women like you say some shit with no fucking proof.
Well, to my defense, he was a dick slinger. He had it on his yacht. Dick slinger. I'm just
And he slung his dick all up in your young ass, and you took it. I want you guys to understand, even at the bitter end, she didn't say, you're right. I didn't see it that way. That was wrong. I did something that's horrible. That man didn't deserve that. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. The need to be right is probably the most dangerous part of sign language. Avoid women who have a need to be right. There is no negotiating. Leave them. Don't deal with them. Go. I talked to that woman for an hour, and I had to hang up on her because there was no amount of logic, no amount of facts, data, statistics, no amount of mirroring and matching, no amount of reframing, no amount of analogies, no amount of empathetic conversation. That's why when people tell me to change my tone, I'm like, you cannot change your tone with modern women like her. The best thing to do is figure out who they are and wash your hands of them. Don't hate them. Don't be angry with them. Just don't deal with them. Because they're not going to change until they see a need to. And according to her, she's changed. She spent the last 3 years working on her and her faith.
I rebuke.
And all this other kind of stuff. Man, I've listened to this with several colleagues, and I'm just like, this broadcast was all over the place because what is the core cause for women to act this way? And it comes down to a jealousy, an envy, being threatened. It is, man is not they are not here for men. She said it. I was just there for the money. Remember when I said men are either something to be feared or something to be used? Gentlemen, if you are running into women like that, don't try to change their mind. Leave. Leave. There's nothing who thinks you are subhuman. So that's right. I'm going to defend men to the end. I'm going to stand up for men because someone needs to. We're telling men who get out here and compete, become the best versions of themselves, and actually get something done in the world. And you can have a woman like her, 15, 20 years his junior, take for 7 years and then run him down 3 years after the relationship is over. I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting, but I also think it's sadly it's a reality of today. And the reason she saw no problem with it is because to say anything to women, to hold the mirror up, makes you wrong. I'm a misogynist, so are you, for just simply saying this. But in the description, is there a dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against men? That's misandry. Did anyone hear a woman who sounded like she had the least bit of gratitude, care, compassion for a man? Or it was all about her? Yesterday on Instagram, I was talking about a concept of living apart together, something I've been researching. More on that later. But I'm going to say this to women. It's time for ladies, take an unflinching personal inventory and ask, are you more like that woman or are you counter to her? Whichever one, it is what it is. If you're more like her and you want different outcomes, it's time to sit down and do some therapy. You can't do it yourself. You need to sit down with a clinical professional and start working on your issues. If you are drastically different from her, congratulations, but I'm still a big fan of self-awareness. What are your outcomes? Image is about appearance, behavior, communication, digital footprint. The way you behave and the way you communicate is going to have a large impact upon the kind of men you attract. Women often ask, where are the men who are the kind of men you're talking about? They exist in the same world, the same places that the kind of men you attract. But if your energy, if your way of going, if your go-to-market strategy is like this, you're going to attract men that you're not going to be with long term. And I would say to the man who was with her, you had to have noticed something was wrong with this. And you chose to stay in it. Shame on you. When I was in that position, shame on me. No one should reward bad behavior.
Okay. I'm about to stop this video right here. I'm about to stop this video right here. So, what fellas, if you like a female, no, if a man or female, mom or woman trying to go out with you, do not conversate yourself. Wash your hands, run away. Don't care about, don't fuck with them, don't talk to them, because they're going to ruin your fucking life. They're not going to care about you, but they're going to care about your money. You're going to, don't do it. Don't listen to them. Don't go